자, 여러분 안녕하세요. 웅군입니다. 자, MLB 더쇼 20 옛날 류현진의 동료였죠. LA 다저스의 마에다 겐타, 미네소타 마에다 겐타와의 경기 한번 플레이 해보도록 하겠습니다. 사실 이번에 류현진 대 마에다 겐타 거의 능력치 상으로는 좀 비슷한데요. 류현진 오버롤 84, 마에다 겐타 81로 되어 있습니다. 일단 요 경기를 시작하기 전에 로드 로스터에서 로드 라이브 로스터 한번 가주고요. 보면 마에다가 2등이네요. 이게 커렌트 로스터로 항상 플레이가 될 수 있기 때문에 한번 저장을 해주고, 좀 번거롭긴 해요. 이런 점은 슬라이더가 아니라 적용해주고, 그 다음에 이제 커렌트 로스터 들어가야 적용이 됩니다. 미네소타 홈 경기로 해서 류현진 대 마에다 겐타. 토론토는 뭐 명단을 조금 바꿔보자면 바꿀 필요는 뭐 없어 보이는데, 이제 피셔랑 그릭척 포지션만 바꿔주면 될 것 같습니다. 그리고 에르난데즈를 차라리 좌익수 정 포지션에 주는 게 좋을 것 같네요. 자, 경기 가보겠습니다. 네, 이재원님 안녕하세요. 어서 오세요.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Minnesota Twins. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Kenta Maeda, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one.
마에다는 진짜 LA에서
What's the word on him?
이 포지션 저 포지션 다 잘해줬는데 잘 안 된 게 좀 아쉽네요. 미네소타로 보기. 네, 유원도성님 안녕하세요. 어서 오세요.
He'll throw fastballs in breaking ball situations, and he'll throw off-speed pitches when he's behind in the count. 2-0 or 2-1, he pitches backwards.
Popped up, back behind second. Arrives as a play, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Into the box now, Kevin Biggio. Previous head-to-head matchups with Kenta Maeda, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. Out in front of it, strike one. Should be a picture-perfect afternoon for baseball. 78 degrees at first pitch.
미네소타 경기장도 이번에 잘 뽑아낸 것 같아요.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little
공략을
bit too much
서클
for my liking.
체인지업으로
Yeah, Dan, I
들어가야
know there's
되나?
not a clear scouting report with Darryl.
마에다가
I'll tell you what, you're going to
94마일까지
know in the
나오네요.
first 2
축구가.
innings where he's going to be.
안
Checked his
돌았죠?
swing there,
그렇지.
and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a
타이밍
good
너무
job to get the
빨랐고요.
bat on that one. And he lays off here, ball 4,
오,
and he'll become the game's
저거
first base
볼판정이었어.
runner here with 1 away.
다행이다.
Oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering where the heck was that pitch. I think he
당연히
called it
볼일
high,
줄
but
알았는데
our
저기
strike
스트라이크로
zone says
왔네.
otherwise.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
나이스.
Dive and oh, he can't hang on. To second for 1.
아, 쟤 왜 안 뛰었어? 세번 피죠. 빨리 껴줬어야지.
Settling in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Swing and a miss, and he's behind.
아,
0-1.
근데 캐번 비지오가
Fouled away.
잡히는 줄 알고 안 뛰어가지고 아웃당했네요.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone
아,
for the
분위기
third strike.
좋다가 말렸네요. 이게
Hyunjin Ryu gets the ball for the Blue
그
Jays in this
옵션에서
one. What's your take
심판
on him,
오신
Dan?
여부를 꺼버리면 진짜 정확하게 100% 칼로 나온다고 하더라고요. 근데 이런 거 있는 것도 나쁘지 않은 것 같아요.
Does have the hard slider and the changeup. A good athlete for a big guy. You'll know if he's on early. He has to get his breaking pitches over to make his fastball effective.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now.
그 마에다가 좀 되네요 오늘.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
물론 이제
That's a good take there on that
스트라이크
0-2
그거는
fastball.
피해를
Just missed.
봤는데
He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact.
I'm shocked he was even able to foul that one away.
체인지업 하나
Now he's got
떨궈볼게요.
to set his sights back over the heart of the plate and maybe be ready for something
와
inside.
진짜 안
Count
나오네.
even at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. So one away here with the bases empty.
마에다는
Bring in
얼굴 진짜
Jorge
페이스 잘
Polanco to
뽑았네요.
hit next. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting a tone, pounding the zone.
That evens it up, 1-1. Takes this the other way to right, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Around first, he's digging for
그립 쪽
second.
수비 실책이 조금 아쉽네요. 정확히 걸렸네요.
Nelson Cruz now. This is hit high in the air out toward left center.
제대로 맞았으면
Fisher's
홈런
under it.
타구인데 살짝 빗맞았네요.
2 down. Coming to the plate now, Josh Donaldson.
수비가
Opportunity for him here to
고맙다.
pick up that runner from second with 2 away.
그릭척이 우익수 맞고 에르란데는 좌익수, 피셔 중견수 맞네요.
Ryu comes set. Here's the first pitch.
몸쪽
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. A
오,
1-1
위험했다.
count now to Donaldson. One and two as the changeup had him out in front there. Polanco stands at second with 2 gone. Count still at 1-2. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Full count now, 3-2.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the
그렇지.
Swing and a miss. That
다행이다.
retires the side, and that will do it.
제구가 잘 맞아서 다행이네.
And this is still
저거
a
몸쪽
nothing,
실투
nothing
들어가면
ball game.
무조건
Digging
장타
in,
나오는데
Travis Shaw.
잘
He'll
들어갔네요.
lead things off against Kenta Maeda. Just gets a piece of it. Strike one. The pitch. And that misses 1-1. A bouncer up the middle. Throw to first to be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. So the bases are empty with one man gone, and the big right-handed bat of Randall Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. Here's a
오,
fly
그릭척
ball
잘
well hit.
맞았는데.
Kepler's going back, but
아.
he can't get it as it's off the wall.
넘어가지 못하네요.
And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
This thing
감장이
stays in the
높았네.
park, but let me
아.
tell you something. He absolutely crushed this thing. This park is no bandbox. It takes a lot to get one out of here, and he almost does it. It carried a long time and hit it halfway up the wall for a long double.
EKDBS 3511님 안녕하세요. 나이스.
Back up the
이거
middle.
홈까지 들어와야죠.
And that is through into center field, a base hit.
그렇죠.
Run comes
선취점
across to
좋고요.
score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment
좋았어요.
down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Derek Fisher the next to bat, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. One in, one out, and one on here in the inning. And a fastball here that's taken for ball two. And he fouls this one off. Runner at first here, one man out.
아, 네. 3511님 감사합니다.
Sent foul again, and after being way
트위치에
ahead, now it's
생각보다
even at 2-2.
유저분들이 되게 많아서 전 좀 놀랐어요. 나이스.
Line drive,
어,
base
피셔
hit to
좋아요.
right.
에란데즈 3루까지.
And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
제가 트위치는 동시 송출한 지가 생각보다 시작이 얼마 안 됐거든요. 보통 네이버 TV랑 유튜브만 하다가
In the dirt and block
아,
behind the
이거는
plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the
들어올
runners
수가
hold
없었어요.
on. Comes set and the 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time.
다행이다.
Ball one.
잘
He's going to
멈췄네요.
have to take a deep breath, a little bit ultra aggressive at the plate
점수를
right now after fishing at the first pitch.
추가점을 내야 되는데
Looking like he was going to
한
commit on
점으로는
that.
사실 좀
The count now
불안하죠.
at 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
마에다도 지금 살짝 자신감 많이 떨어진 상황인데
And he misses here for ball four. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
비셋.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. Now a swing and a
도이치
miss.
좋네.
Took something off that one, and it's strike one.
아, 스퀴즈 한번 가야 되나?
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that.
아,
And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch
여기서
out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. Looking to minimize the damage here. Circle change is cut on and missed 0-1.
Great execution of that change
판에
right
네.
there. Great arm action. Batter was totally out front on that one.
2 out, bases loaded. Got him.
Ah.
So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the base.
너무 욕심부렸네.
In now, Eddie Rosario. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. And that misses ball one.
어? 그거 안 잡아준다고?
2-0 to the Twins left fielder. Lifted the other way out to left center. Giving chase is Hernandez. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Striding in, Mitch Garver. First offering on its way. The 1-0.
와,
And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
커터가 잘 안 들어갔네.
The next twin up, Miguel Sano. First pitch of the at bat on its way.
아, 트위치는 렉이 좀 있나요? 아,
Runners
제가
on
아마
first with one down.
트위치는 어느 정도 좀
And it's 1-1.
등급이 올라가야만
It could easily have gone
고화질
the other
방송이
way.
안
There's a big
끊긴다고
difference
하더라고요.
between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
The 2-1 home. There's a fastball that misses.
아, 위기인데.
Luis Arias will be next. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball four. First and second now with one away. Coming to the plate now, Luis Arias, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The 1-0 pitch.
와,
On a line, that's a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
아하.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base. Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
그렇지.
And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with two away now. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any
승부를 못
harder by
들어갔어.
falling behind in the count.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
그렇지. 아, 현진이 좋았다. 마에다랑 서로 위기 벗어난 데 주고받네요.
Riding in once again, Lourdes Gurriel, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. The pitch.
Outside, that's a ball.
The 1-0 home is taken strike one.
아, 저거를 스트라이크 잡아주네. 심판 좀 너무 심하게 왔다 갔다 하는데.
Lays off the fastball low, and it goes to 2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fly
나이스.
ball out toward left center
걸렸는데.
field. Long run for the center
아,
fielder.
잡히네요.
He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. So one away in the
잘
Toronto
맞아온 줄
third.
알았는데.
And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles in at the plate. Pulls this one in the air
아,
out to
정말
left.
끝에 걸렸네.
Rosario is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up the left-handed hitter Travis Shaw. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Popped up. Arias waits on it, and that retires the side. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jorge Polanco. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
몸쪽 좋았고.
0-2 count and the pitch.
Nope. Ball 1.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that
그렇지.
situation, you
안 나오고
leave that
백이나.
belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
And that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it.
낮게 잘
With this
떨어져서
guy's big
좋네요.
power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Fouled off.
아, 네. 박다일님 어서 오세요.
The next one
트위치가 진짜
pitch.
많이 끊기나
And this
보네요.
is a
어우,
strike
저거
three
잡아주네요.
called. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away.
왔다 갔다 하는 게 도움 됐다 안 됐다 하네요.
Here's the third
심판
baseman,
스튜디오는
Josh Donaldson, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. This should end the inning as it's sent out
좋아요.
to second. He's got it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning.
투구수가 조금 많네요,
Here's Randall
류현진이.
Grichuk. He scored a run after stroking a double in
마에다보다
his
한
first
10개 정도 더
at-bat.
많네요.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe
마에다
elevate something in
코스가
the zone. Interested to see
치기
how
쉽지
he
않은
approaches this
코스로
next
오네요.
AB.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
2-1.
아하, 몸쪽 공.
1 strike.
The 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
에르난데즈
Digging in,
기대도
Tim
좋아요.
Oscar
큰 거 한 방
Hernandez.
있기
He came through
때문에.
with an RBI single in his last at bat. He's set and the pitch.
아, 저 커브는 쳐줬어야 되는데. 아, 다일님. 20에 아직 김광현이
Kicks and deals.
로스트 업데이트가 안
Good
됐어요.
arm action on the circle change, swung out and missed. 0-2. Not a bad pitch
아마
there with two
시즌
strikes, but it
시즌
misses.
시작해야
1-2.
업데이트 해줄 것 같아요, 김광현.
Working for the punch out and the offering.
유저가 개인적으로 만든 거는 있는데 공식적으로 더쇼 20에서 제공해 준 걸로는 김광현이 아직 없습니다.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a
병살만 안 치면
non-competitive
되는데.
off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
And this one's in the dirt.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
아하.
And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
아, 네, 플라워님
I can't
안녕하세요. 어서
imagine he was
오세요.
sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He's going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
Fouled away.
어떻게 가는 게 맞을까?
Tried to change of pace with 2 strikes there, but it
와,
misses.
저쪽
1-2.
계속 던지네. 마에다.
Pulled toward right center field. Buxton is there, 2 gone. Ready for another chance. Reese McGuire. He drew a walk his first time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now the 1-0. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Digging in, Eddie Rosario. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. In there for strike one. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home.
Oh, that's good.
야하.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Hey, throwing the ball great up into this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just
나이스.
focus in on his mechanics right here.
바깥쪽 그래도 잘
Hernandez
들어갔네요.
comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1. So striding forward now, Mitch Garver. He singled his last time up. Line to the right side. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
As we take another look here, you can see it's a two-seam fastball running away from him at the plate. So he does the smart thing, not trying to pull it or just rolling over it, just goes with it and has enough juice on it to drive it for a double.
Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
아, 저게 안타가 나.
Up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate, and he'll pull into second with one away.
That's why they call it a game of adjustments right there.
아니 저거
has to feel good about what
겁나
he
잘
just did.
떨어졌는데
It's through. Let's see if they send him around to try to score.
체인지업이
from second will stay put at third, so their runners at
슬슬
the corners now.
뚜둑게 맞기 시작하네. 아, 네네네. 더쇼는 아직까지는 풀스로만 나오고 있습니다.
And a nice piece of base running. Guy on second is able to let that ball see it go through and then advance up to third.
1 run, 6 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
The 3-1. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole and getting
저걸
on
안
base as we
잡아주죠?
go back to the top of the order. Standing in, Max Kepler. And he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Yeah, and it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game. That's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can add a game-winning hit to that line. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. Double play would be great in this
아니
situation.
저거 스트라이크잖아.
I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on the guy.
아,
he's
이거
going to throw his nastiest
안
stuff.
되겠네.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Hernandez is in
아,
pursuit.
저거
He's
스트라이크 안
not
잡아준
gonna
게
get
좀
this
타격이
one. It's into
크네.
the gap. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now 3-1.
잡아줬어야 되는데 아 저거를 아웃 카운트 안
Take the
잡아줘가지고.
lead with 2 runs scoring on the play. Into the box now, Jorge Polanco.
Yeah, he squares this thing up beautifully and blasts it through the gap all the way to the wall. Then the only question that remained was whether 2 or 3
아,
runs were going to
이게
score.
참
They held the runner at third.
스트존의
That's a timely 2-run
폐해를
run.
받네요.
Cut fastball taken for strike 1. 4 runs here in this half inning. Counts even at 1-1 to Nelson Cruz.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defenders standing flat-footed for much longer.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. A bouncer to the left side. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error.
아, 굉장히 안 좋은
Heidi
회였네요.
Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very
아,
pleased
아까
with the
몸쪽
quality
위로
of their
올라간 거
at-bats. They've
스트라이크 안
already worked
잡아준
out
거.
3
아,
walks, so he feels
아,
as though
거기서
that kind
말렸어.
of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Hard hit ball to
나이스.
second. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1
이루까지는
for
안 되죠.
3 games so far. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
퍼펙트 떴네요.
Guys, that jacks me up right there. Kept his front shoulder tucked, the hip tucked. Was able to stay inside that slider and drive it the other way.
1-0 the count. Has a look, now the pitch. 1-1 the count now.
네, 심판마다 조금 보는 게 달라질 수가 있어요.
Hit sharply toward the right side, but he will come on strong out there and right and pull this one down.
옵션에서 그걸 켜놓으면 약간 실제로 심판 스트라이크 좀 왔다 갔다 하듯이 그런 게 좀 왔다 갔다 하게 됩니다.
Stepping in, Lourdes Gurriel. No hits to this point. First offering on its way, and he fouls this one off. The 0-1 delivery, and a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball
잘
1.
멈췄다.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back, not overcommit, and stay in this at bat.
And he's back in standing. The 1-1 home.
아,
Pops it up. Rosario coming on.
뭐야?
He can't
안타야?
get to it. This one's down.
방망이 끝에 걸려서 아웃인 줄 알았더니 안타였네요. 애들이 뒤로 외야수들 다 뒤로 가 있었구나.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. As he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. Hit in the air to center field. Buxton is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Digging in
진짜
next will be Travis Shaw.
불개주는 좋은 걸 잘 모르겠어요.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Pulls this one
트래비스 쇼.
high and deep
넘어-
to right center
넘어가나요?
field.
그렇지,
Gone
동점
all the
홈런.
way into the upper deck.
트래비스 쇼가 하나 해주네.
So a 3-run shot to right center field as that'll pull them even at 4 apiece.
진짜 꼭 있어야 돼, 트래비스 쇼는. 쟤도 좋은데
Looking at
그
that pitch again, you
텔레즈도
can see he just flat out missed his location. You put that pitch right there, and he's going to tattoo it. Now we're all tied up again, starting this thing all over.
살았네요, 살았어.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now. And it's fouled away. It was a walk in his last trip.
진짜 극적인 홈런이네요.
Wind up and the 0-1. On the ground to the left side.
스포트
And
걸렸는데
he can't come up with it.
Safe?
And the throw just
아웃이네요.
does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. One more look at the big blow for the Blue Jays. A
트래비스
3-run
쇼.
home run. Josh Donaldson digging in now. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not
류현진이
enough
좀
to chase him
잘
from this
던져줘야
game. We'll see
되는데.
if he's still shaking a bit, or if he's able to put this behind him.
And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
지금 뭔가 체인지업이 잘 안 먹히고 있어.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Josh Donaldson is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 5th. No balls and a strike to count. A ball and a strike. 5th inning here of a tie ball game, 4-4. Lifted down the line in left. Guerrero in foul ground, and they can't run it down. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Hernandez is in his tracks now as he makes the
수비식부터
catch for
옮기는
out
게 더
number 2.
위험하네.
So stepping in, Mitch Garver. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And that's
현진아.
a home run into the top tank.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there.
가운데로 실수였던 것 같네요. 류현진 안 좋네.
hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Well, they're definitely starting to tee off on him now, and I do think it's a result of what we were just talking
커터가
about.
잘
He seems
들어간
to
것
be
같은데.
laboring and not putting the ball where he wants to because of it. I
저거 안
think they've
잡아주네,
got to make a
저거.
move here.
Luis Arias stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0.
이번에도 실패였는데.
Long run for the right fielder. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. But not before the Tyler Duffy takes over to start the 6th inning on the
마에다
mound.
내리네요.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Boy, not even close with that one, and he's behind 0-1.
호신 슬라이더 너클 커브 3개네.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
마에다 공이 더 쉬웠던 것 같은데.
Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
And he'll put this away for the 2nd out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Reese McGuire. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes. McGuire is considered one of the best defensive catchers in the game today. He often gets praise for his work behind the plate, and I know a lot of pitchers have made it clear that his presence back there adds a level of comfort that not many others can replicate.
And Matty, I don't know if he's always going to be a favorite for the Gold Glove, but you walk around this clubhouse, you hear these pitchers rave about throwing to this guy. That's all I need to hear.
스트라이크 들어오네요.
Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side.
예. 불펜 진짜 안 좋아요. 게임 상에서도 엄청 안 좋습니다.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. Here's the
류현진도 여기서
line to the right
내려줘야겠는데.
side. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Max Kepler, who drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And a strike to even the count, 1-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Now a little dribbler here off to the right side of the mound. Throw gets him 2 down. Now at the plate, Jorge Polanco. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ball 1.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. 5 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Liner
Wow.
towards second, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
아, 이거는 안 되겠네요. 밀러 올려줘야지.
Justin Miller takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. At the plate now, Nelson Cruz, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And it's quickly 0-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too.
그렇지.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that Tyler Clippard is on to pitch from the
엄청
bullpen
자주
now to start
바꾸네.
inning number 7.
안 나갔어, 안 나갔어.
Checked his swing there.
그렇지.
Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
The 2-1 home.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to
Nice.
swing at a pitcher's pitch.
And that's through into left, so a leadoff single here to start the 7th.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'll be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Now there's a changeup to start him out, but it drops low and away for
도루
ball 1.
띄워봐도 될 것
He's
같긴
hitless in
한데
his 2 at-bats so
제가
far.
직구가 어느 정도 나오는지 알 수가 없어서.
Now it's 2-0.
아, 90마일 정도면 아웃될 수도 있겠네요.
Three and 0 now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Oh, he gets a glove on it, knocks it down. A tag
아,
for
뭐
1
저런
on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the
어이없네.
ballgame as they're
아.
quickly 2 away now. First pitch of the at-bat. Way behind
오늘
that pitch.
진짜
It's
안 되나
0-1.
본데 오늘 경기가?
Well, he kind of tipped his hand.
저렇게
right there.
아웃이
His
될
approach is
정도면-
obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Line drive, and that's a base
어떻게
hit into
저렇게-
center field.
저렇게 더블아웃이 나오냐. 아,
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right
경기가
here,
잘
but
안
that's his
풀리네요.
second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Fastball in there for a called strike.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Here's the 0-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired.
아 더블아웃 좀 황당하네.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Josh Donaldson. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. To short. Bichette picks it up cleanly. And that's out number 1.
예, 토론토 주자들은 발이 빠른 애가 잘 없습니다. 그냥 뭐 너무 느린 애도 없긴 한데 그냥 그저 그래요. 도루할 만한 애들은 잘 없더라고요. 와, 위험했다.
Now at the plate, Mitch Garver. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Now here it comes.
Everything this guy throws moves, and that two-seamer has a mind of its own.
And right into the shift. Throw won't get him.
아하, 저 행운의 안타 안 좋은데.
Ready for another shot now. Miguel Sano. It was a two-bagger for him in his last at-bat. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
Throw on to first, and that error won't come back. Trevor May has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
매회 바꾸네.
Travis Shaw will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the 5th
Wow,
that's really energized his ball club. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Fouled off. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Fouled away. The 1-2. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Garver goes to get it, and he makes the throw to first. Shaw is retired, and there's 1 away. Now batting, Rendell Grichuk. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
1-1 to count. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
3-1 to him now. A full count. 3-2 to Rendell Grichuk.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Scooped up. And there's out number 2.
코스가 좋았네.
Now with
아,
the plate to
툭돌
Oscar
던지네.
Hernandez. He went down on strikes last time up. Here comes the first pitch. 2 out, nobody on. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
안 나갔어, 안 나갔어.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strike. So digging in now, Luis Arias. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that.
Oh.
But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
예, 100마일 넘는 애들 있습니다. 많아요.
3 for 4, not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shoot it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate,
100마일 넘어가는 애들이 있더라고요.
Nice execution.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring up the outfielder Max Kepler. 0-1 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. 2-1 now to the Twins' leadoff man. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Struck
그렇지.
him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. Here comes the first pitch.
아,
Now,
저건
fastball a
잡아줘야지.
bit too low here. It's ball one. Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down.
와,
And it
빠르다.
skips in as he steals the bag easily.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is with Taylor Rogers. Comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
아, 마무리가 또
New
저항이었어.
inning set to get underway. Standing in, Derek Fisher. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Brendan Drury will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 3, Brandon.
And we kick off the
Wow,
ninth inning with a
싱크가
swinging strike
90이냐?
here, 0-1. Rogers is pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. High strikeouts, doesn't walk a lot of batters, usually a recipe for a
직구는
lot of
없네요.
success.
싱커, 슬라이더,
That's
커브.
one of the keys. I
직구가
think
없을
if you
수가
would
있네.
build the perfect relief pitcher, you'd want a guy that throws a lot of strikes, that minimizes the base on balls, and nobody does it as good as this guy does right now in the game of baseball.
Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
나가야 된다,
It's been a
무조건.
great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth. Now at the plate,
싱커가
Reese
들어오지.
McGuire. It was a flyout for him in his left. Danny Jansen will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. And he fouls this one off. Here's the pitch.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. One out, nobody on. Lifted in the air to center. Long run for the center fielder. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting. Number 11.
And now
Bichette.
back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Bo Bichette. Last time through was a base hit.
아, 가운데였네.
Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. Have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Final strike for the Blue Jays. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball one.
Ooh, that pitch was up and in. That's one of those pitchers.
오,
pitches,
다행이다.
right? Fastball, something hard up and in. Now he can go down and away if he'd like. And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they live to fight some more.
Joe Pennant will be called
아,
upon here
좋아.
to hit with
아,
the
얘도
game on the
잘하네.
line.
Number 2, Joe Pennant.
Anthony Alford will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. And a ball 1-0. They'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and
아,
drive
좌우 안
home
보고
that
잘못
tying
바꿨어.
run from first. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. From the stretch. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And now this crowd, estimated at around 26,000 fans, comes to their feet. Hit back. Up the middle.
아하이.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
오, 쓰이.
And the
오.
recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Now that designated
아,
Digging into
구엘
try
주니어
it again.
하나 해줘라.
Notice Gurriel. A couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
Ready with the 2-1. Punched
Nice.
hard the other way. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit.
아, 홈까지
And they
뛸
will
걸.
hold that possible tying run at third, as even with 2 away, they decide to put the stop sign on. Stepping in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is
아,
a great
홈까지 뛸 걸
opportunity to
그랬네.
make amends.
Well, if your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
And that's taken
Ah.
for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Swing and a liner, but this will be a foul ball.
That was a nasty pitcher's pitch right there. Most guys strike out on that one. He was able to scramble at a little bit and give him another
Oh.
chance. And hopefully this pitcher misses over the heart of the plate.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Down the third baseline. Ready with the 1-2.
아,
Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So
아,
Out. So a great job of working out a
아,
certain
진짜
danger
불개주.
as he
아.
scrambled the possible tying and winning runs on base, and the ball game is over.
wow, that ninth inning was
야, 동점 못 만든 게
They
너무
won the
아쉽네.
bases with the tying
아,
run at third
저기서
and the go-ahead run on second, but they
그래도
can't
쫄깃한
find a way to
경기
bring them
했네요.
home.
네.
So
아,
close,
아쉽네요.
but so far.
A one-run finish today, 5-4.
자,
the
이렇게
final
해서
score.
MLB
The
더쇼
Twins
20
used a nice
토론토
fifth inning to
류현진 대
take the lead, and they never gave it
미네소타
back.
마에다 겐타와의
Kenta
경기
Maeda
플레이
is
해봤고요.
credited with the win.
방송
So that
여기까지
just about does
하도록
it for Mark
하겠습니다.
DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi
시청해주셔서
White, and our
감사합니다.
entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
And we remind you to please drive home safely.